So this is the 15th floor of the Toronto Community Housing Complex at 4301 Kingston Road. And this is a part of Toronto mayoral candidate Kevin Clarke campaign to fix Toronto community housing. This is work. I'm going to produce a videotape of a conversation between the property manager, Charla, and the representative from Toronto Community Housing, where they stated clearly by December 15th, all this work will be completed down to the 15th floor. That was, you can hear it clearly in the video. But yet, as you can see, the 15th floor is not completed. So now we're going to go from here up to the 21st floor, and let's see if all these floors that we were assured by Toronto Community Housing would have been completed by the 15th, and let's see what work has been done. Toronto Community Housing retrofit program that was put forth by the federal government was not put there to employ and just to give money to contractors. It was put there to improve the housing conditions of tenants who are living in Toronto Community Housing. But as you can see, tenants are living in filthy conditions in Toronto Community Housing. So we're going to go across here. Now, this is the 16th floor. They still have these things tipping. And what we notice is that these things, tiles have been falling off a couple weeks or a couple of days after they have been installed. So this is the 16th floor. And that has not been completed. Now, you must remember that if you can't go, if garbage fits in a box, you can go down the chute. If not, please walk it downstairs. Okay? And this is the garbage. And this is not completed. And they, oh my God. This is what they want tenants to put their hands in. And that has to be checked. And look at all the rust stains that are coming down. Tiles are not completed. So the contractors are getting paid. But yet the tenants are not receiving the service that they're supposed to receive, that the retrofit program was for. We're going to go through each floor one at a time. There's somebody's goober all over the walls. They're talking about coronavirus. Maybe it's not coronavirus. Maybe it's these despicable conditions that people are living in. How many people come through these stairwells? Would you want your kids walking through that? So, we go up here, and this is the 17th floor. Electrical socket that is open, and that there, not completed. So piece and piecework is being done on each floor. Right? Look at this. Jagged edges on tiles. Somebody going into the garbage chutes. Look at the walls. Now, I had the city of Toronto come in today, and they said they speak to the management. The management says because they're replacing the carpets. But replacing the carpets and the tiling, how does that affect this terrible, disgusting, unhealthy maintenance practice? You require tenants to put their garbage down this chute and to put their hands in these disgusting chutes. But yet you do not have somebody come in and scrub these down with a steel brush and then clean it. You have a company come in that you pay, and that company just holds water down. But yet we're not getting rid of the stuff that creates the germs and the health hazards for the tenants, such as these. We're asking the city of Toronto. Now take a look at this. These are just the dust on these people's doors, just from the carpet removal. These are carpets that's been infested with bed bugs, urine, cockroaches, all sorts of feces. And you remove these and you still have all the dust from it, contaminating the tenants here in Toronto Community Housing. I believe that a large part of the spread comes from the improper maintenance, repair, and upkeep of these properties in Toronto Community Housing. We know that under John Tory, it seems as the city of Toronto don't care. I hope you do. And these are the cracks that are showing up now all across the building. You can see cracks in the foundations. And take a look at it all across. You see all the cracks. Now, we should all know that this would have happened. Look at this here. All the foundations are cracking. Why? Because you took every drills and you drill out every single window in a building that's over 50 years old. Didn't you expect that to affect the foundation of the building? Now, only 2 floors we've done so far, and we have seen that on a contract. Take a look at these stairwells. You want to know where corona is coming from? You want to know why people are sick? This is why people are sick. These disgusting. Oh, look at these. These are the rails. Don't talk to us about corona when these conditions exist and you do nothing about it day by day. Now, this is the 18th floor. Still not complete. And as you can see, more cracks in the foundation. As you can see, more cracks in the foundation. As you can see, more cracks in the foundation of the building. So, when you use money that was meant to improve the housing conditions of the tenants to replace 360 units worth of windows that was installed 50 years ago, did you not expect this to happen with all that heavy drilling? There you go here. Now we're going to do one full video in reference to the tiling issues. Now, why are these things here? That's open for kids. Now look at this. Look how loose these are. Is there a purpose? What is the purpose? And as you can see, they have done to replace the tiles. These were solid tiles that was in excellent condition. They just needed to be cleaned. And they decided to remove all these tiles. Now, as you can see here, put your garbage down the chute. Let's see what the chute is. There's more cracks in the foundation. And disgusting, disgusting, disgusting. Would you want to put your hands down that chute? Take a look at this. This is the conditions that tenants are living in Toronto Community Housing. So we're going to go up to the 19. Now, as you can see here, these were tiles that was recently put in when this program started. But yet these ones have fallen off already. So we are paying contractors to do work so that they can create more work for other contractors when the health concerns of the people of Toronto Community Housing and other housing are not being met. Would you want your kids to walk through this? And this is especially in a building where the elevators breaks down regularly. This is the 19th floor. All right. So the 19th floor still has not been completed. More cracks and disgusting condition. Take a look at that. Would you put your hands down there? Disgusting. Look at this. It hasn't been cleaned in so long. Spider webs. The spiders are dead. Right? And this is not completed. Not even these. Look at these here. Look at these. These are tiles that were just installed. So look at this. So we are paying contractors to install things. And look at this. This is what the retrofit fund is being used for. Look at this. Look at this. These are going to be falling off soon. This is worse than unacceptable. Look at this. And these are supposed to be the completed floors. That is, look at this. Okay? So this is the 19th floor. So basically, you've taken solid tiles, removed them, and put down tiles that pose as slip hazards for people. You've taken off solid tiles from here and replaced them with tiles that are falling off a week or so after you put them on. That is disgusting. So we're going to go up now to the 20th floor. All right, you see there? Look at this. Is there another property manager that would deal with all this? Oh, we forgot. The property manager only gets paid while Kevin Clarke and people like Dave Jones do the work to outline these issues. Look at this. 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 Do you want your kids to be walking through these stairwells? Huh? Tell me, honestly. Does this not explain what creates sickness for the people who live in Toronto community housing and the city of Toronto? So now, this is the 20th floor. As you can see, hello, the cracks in the foundations. Now, more cracks in the foundation. Now look, the workers leave all their work here. And as you can see here again, more cracks in the foundation. This is when you put money and special interests above the people. Look at this. Look at this. And this is the 20th floor. See, foundation cracking again. How long will this building last? So, program, look at this. Cobwebs everywhere. And more cracks in the foundation. Look at this garbage chute. How much money has Toronto and the federal government spent to create a worse environment in Toronto community housing? This is disgusting. Look at this. But yet somebody was paid to power wash these last week. But all they did was throw water on it. Now these tiles here were just installed. But yet, take a look. They have already fallen off. So look at the walls. So do not speak to us about coronavirus. Take a look at all the dust that is there. Hello.
Hi.
Do you have any juice or water? Please? Anything?
I have nothing to tap water right now.
Okay, and
Don't, because I haven't been in.
now these tiles were just put in, but yet we paid contractors to do this work. But yet these tiles are falling off within a week or two of them being put on. I have seen other tiles that have fell from up here. So we expect that these tiles, what they're using to hold the tiles, if they're falling off within a couple of weeks, we expect these tiles to be falling off within a couple of months too. Now we're gonna go up to the 21st floor. Okay. Look at these despicable conditions. Take a look at this. There's urine. Look at this. How much money was given or put into Toronto community housing at 4301 Kingston Road? How can tenants still be living in these disgusting, despicable conditions? So this is the 21st floor. And as you can see, this is a building that was built over 50 years ago. In that period of time, asbestos was used for insulation. But yet all these tilings here were just replaced within the past couple months. Why did they not fix what was creating this leak? So we have spent thousands and thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars to fix these roofs and to fix these tilings, but yet the tenants are ending up in worse condition. How could this be? These are new tilings. Look. Take a look. And yet these are being removed. Take a look at all these different leak marks. Take a look at it. So there was leakage in some of the pipes, and yet the contractors were not concerned about addressing the leaking. They were concerned about making their money. And they made their money. But look at the conditions that tenants of Toronto community housing are living in. Look at these. These is what taxpayers' money was spent. Take a look at these walls. Look at this. The walls are falling apart. So Premier Doug Ford, do not tell us about coronavirus. Tell us about a lack of maintenance, a lack of repair, and a lack of taking care of the health needs of those most vulnerable. Because that, in my opinion, is what leads to the many sicknesses people are encountering in the city of Toronto. Because we have hundreds plus thousands of community housing units. And a lot of them are in conditions that are as bad or worse than this. Who is the property manager? Did not the property manager see all this? Look at this. Come on. You have had contractors in, representative of Toronto Community Housing, to install all these tilings, to do the roof. You tell me not once did you see this? Look at this. This is just my finger touching the wall. This is totally beyond unacceptable. What are you going to tell people? Don't touch the walls? Look, it's ridiculous. Now, these are new. Look at the walls. These are new tilings. Look at this. They're falling down. I believe that there's no way in hell that this contracting company should be paid, because these tiles, look at these. Ridiculous. More tiles loose. Now remember, this is a building that's over 50 years old, where insulation that was used was asbestos. Look at this. Look at this door. This, my friends, is a more rational explanation as to why people are sick in Ontario. More rational than the story. Look at the cracks. More rational than the stories they're giving us about coronavirus. There's more cracks in the foundation. More cracks in the foundation. Take a look at these stairs. Cracks in the stairs. Take a look there. My friends, you decide. Is it corona in Ontario, or is it just a contaminant of a large amount of germs, a large amount of exposure to asbestos, a large amount of exposure to dust, and a large amount of exposure to unhealthy health issues with lack of care and concern and oversight by the Ontario government and the city of Toronto. My friends, you decide. Does this explain the sickness? Why people are getting sick who live in low-income, compromising housing? Look at this. Now remember, these are new roofings. So it's not like roofings that was installed a year ago or 2 years ago. Look at these. Booger. Booger. Look at this filth. Look at this. Look at this filth. Look at this filth. Look. This is wide open. Look at this. Look at this. Now, if it's open, that means tenants have access. Look at this. How could this be in this despicable, disgusting condition? Look at this. Take a look. Wow. Now, I just had an extensive wound on my hand, so I do not want to injure it. See it there? Took a lot of stitches. See there? Now take a look. This is a building that was built over 50 years ago, where asbestos was used for installation. And this is the germ, the filth, the disgusting conditions that tenants are living in this Toronto community housing complex. Look at this. You want people to go in here? Look at this. Look at this. And look at this here. We asked Toronto Public Health to seriously address these issues here at the Toronto Community Housing Complex at 4301. Look at these walls. Who do you believe? These are asbestos. These are the installation that is used here. Why is it exposed? And why are tenants being exposed to asbestos in Toronto community housing? These are the questions we have for the City of Toronto and for the government of Ontario. Because my friends, these people who are doing these work, they should have been paying the city for the disgusting, despicable job they have done that shows a lack of care and concerns for the residents that live in Toronto community housing and being exposed to asbestos, dust, germs, filth. This, my friends, is a more rational explanation as to why people are sick in the city of Toronto compared to the lame excuses we're given that they're corona related. Kevin Clarke out.